All right, so I want to talk about the flights that I did before I crashed, because I know I had showed I had published that video, but I wanted to go through the logs and actually look at those. So this was the first flight that I did. It was just a manual, no mission, just me controlling it. Um, the green is in, I think, position control mode, and then like I think the purple is return to home or something. But that one's not all that important. So that was my first initial flight. Everything looked all right, manual control. So this was my first mission. It was a simple square, and the performance was really good actually. So I ran this one twice. Um, there's first time and second time. I ran it the second time on accident. I was gonna run a different mission, but anyways, no. I take it back. This was uh two different missions with the same waypoints. I just was playing with which way the drone was facing, as far as if we wanted to point the retroreflector here, point it there, or whatever. So that's what that was. The first one was default, and the second one I tried to keep it pointing one way the whole mission. But anyway, you can see that the performance is pretty good as far as on these missions. Um, I mean, can't ask for much more than that. You can ask for it not to fall out of the sky. That would be nice. But that's kind of what we're getting to here, which was the bad flight. So this was the survey mission that went bad. And again, it had really, really good performance up until it fell. It was performing perfectly as expected. The issue is I believe this was operator error. I mean, I'm 90% sure this was operator error at this point. I think that I just didn't understand how the UI telemetry would pass control back to the RC in case of a data link loss, and I wasn't. I didn't. I guess I didn't really understand how that works, because apparently it handed me. Of course, it does the failsafe, because my failsafe was set for return to home on data link loss, and so I believe it did that. But then it also gave it somehow the UI was overriding the RC controls, because my RC controls, like the throttle was down, it was in manual mode, it was like nothing was going on. And so I guess that there's some kind of state switch that happened where it went from, okay, I'm taking commands from the data link, okay, now I've lost data link, let me return to home and revert to RC controls. And when it reverted to RC controls, because the throttle was down and it was in manual mode, it fell out of the sky. So I believe it was just a case of me not operating it correctly. I still don't think it should have done that regardless, but I'll chalk it up to that, because as far as batteries go, it had plenty of voltage. It had about half of it left. It was looking really good. Yeah, it was right at about 50%. CPU and RAM was fine. Nothing's wrong with the processes. Everything looks normal. It appears to have done what it was supposed to do. I just did it wrong. I think that's what went down. One thing they could improve for sure is to put down here, so if a flight mode change occurs, to specify the reason. Was it because of a link loss? Was it because of the triggering of a failsafe? The breaching of a geofence? It would be nice to know what caused the mode switch, because I don't have any way to introspect and see what caused the mode switch. I just know that it switched modes. But anyways, I think that's what happened. But the main point is I just wanted to show that the flights are good. I did find a USA distributor for these landing gears, and I can get them overnighted. Hopefully they'll be here by Monday. But I just wanted to show that it does work. I'm not sure what's up with the matrice because that's a little bit, it's a system I'm not used to. But I do know that I think that if I had just a little bit more practice with this thing, I could do it without making catastrophic mistakes like this. But yeah, just figured I'd share that.